Okay guys, we're about to cook chicken soup, and here are the ingredients. We have chicken wings, we have corn ready, we have seasoning, we have over here we have carrots, scallion, and thyme. I don't know what this is for. Oh, the flour. Oh. Okay. we have pumpkin and yam and white sweet potato. These are the seasonings that I will be using: black pepper, adobo, jerk. You don't have to use these seasonings. You can use whatever seasonings you like. These are the ones that I like to use, and they come out pretty good. Nobody really can tell my seasonings that I use because it just all blends up to one big old deliciousness. So now the secret to my soup is that I don't just put the chicken in. I season it, I brown it, and then I put it in. So let's do it. I'm going to put a little, just a dab of oil, not a lot. There aren't any measurements here, so if you want to watch Nothing's Impossible 77 videos, don't look for measurements, because I'm not a measuring type of girl. I'm a true West Indian. I just cook off of, you know, memory and taste, and I know what, at this point I know how much and how much to use and how much not to use. So I dab a little oil in the pot, and I'm going to let that get hot because I'm trying to brown my chicken. So now guys, a very major part of making soup is making boiled dumplings. I'm not sure if any of you have ever had Jamaican soup, but dumplings are key. And I'm going to show you how to make dumplings right now. That's flour. That is all-purpose flour, okay? I'm going to use a dash of salt, a pinch. I don't know what to, this is just a pinch of salt. And now I have to put a little water, so little water. Well, this is how you do it, a little water in here. And yeah, I have a glove one, but I like to use the spoon as well because it's really gooey and messy. Making dumplings is not fun. I'm sorry, not for me. It's just all gooey and messy. So I just keep on putting water. I could have let my mom do this part because she's good at dumplings too. But I'm cooking for her, so. Meanwhile, The wings are still browning on the stove. Okay, so this is the dumplings. Wow. So now I put in enough water, okay, I think. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my hands and I'm going to, can you see me? Yeah, so after I put enough, I use a spoon, I stir it up a little bit. Then I'm going to use, and I'm going to gum up these dumplings. So I'm browning my chicken wings. Now, they're pretty, you know, they don't have to be dark brown. Just a little color. So that, you know, West Indians don't like their meat to look white. I don't know if there's any West Indians watching this. Many of you can attest to the fact that we don't like when we cook meat, it has to have color. You know, if you bring a whole plate of white chicken on somebody's plate, they're gonna be like, that ain't cooked or West Indian. They like their stuff brown. They even have sauces, like browning sauce and so forth to dark, you know, to make the meat a darker color. Okay, so now I've taken all the chicken and I've transferred it to the pot that I'm going to cook the soup in. I'm going to take my water that I had on the stove. It was boiled. It didn't bring to a boil, but it's warm. This is the water that I'm going to use for my soup, okay? And I'll probably need some more. This, ooh, it's going. Okay, this is it. Here I have a cutting board, and this is an old little thing that we like to do with scallion because it brings out the flavor. Some people call this green onions. Some people call it scallion. Whatever you want to call it, we know, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So I will take like a cup, like an old cup. This cup, just washed it and everything. And I beat my scallion. The reason I do this is because that just opened up all the flavor in the scallion. That's in here. That goes in here, okay? We've already rinsed off the carrots and we have thyme. All of this has been washed already. All of this goes in now. So I just put my scallion, my carrots, my thyme in. Okay? This is called white sweet potato. Jamaican white sweet potato. Another piece of white sweet potato. Piece of yellow yam. I have in this pan, I have corn on the cob and I have a piece of green Scotch bonnet pepper. This is not to be punctured. This is just to be put on the top here so I can have flavor. And now I'm putting in my corn on the cob. These are all washed already. Corn on the cob, corn on the cob, corn on the cob, and yeah. So now we have those things in there. I haven't put my white potatoes in because we know that cooks up and gets real mushy quick. So I'm gonna bring this all to a boil, and then in about maybe 20 minutes I'll put my potatoes in. But this is what it looks like, guys. This pot right now, I've got scallion and thyme with my chicken wings that were browned. I put corn on the cob and I put white sweet potatoes, a piece of yellow yam, and carrots in here. I don't think I've missed anything. I'm going to let this boil up into some scrumptious deliciousness, and then I'm going to show you how I season it, and I'll add my potatoes shortly thereafter. Now I can make my dumplings. I love dumplings, but I don't like making them. So I have to, you know, knead it and make sure that it's good. I'm going to put in my Grace soup mix. This is spicy. You don't have to get spicy, but I'm going to use spicy. And this is this is what adds a lot of flavor to soup, okay? I'm putting all of this in there. Maggi, and this has pumpkin in it. And I'm going to use this as well. Messy. This one is really messy. And this is what really gives all the color that you see, the yellow color in the soup. Basically, this is it. This is all that you've seen me do so far is it. And now it's just gonna cook down and maybe for about 45 minutes. And that's it. It'll be ready to go. So, yep, Jamaican chicken soup. You use any seasonings that you want and we'll call it a day. Soup is ready to be served. Here's the consistency of it. Look, watch that. See, it's nice and thick. It has, you know, all the scrumptiousness of whatever I put in there. All of the goodness. You got the chicken wings. You've got the, look, all the noodles from, there's the corn. You've got the dumplings that I put in there. So, Mom, how many plates of my soup have you had?
This is the second one.
This is the second plate?
Mm-hmm.
And
perfect.
I'm really trying, you know. I'm trying because something's got to give. I cannot be in all this pain and, you know, struggling the way I'm struggling. I was a fighting, okay? I was a fighting. Yes, I am.